Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Crochet Studio 22. In today's video I will be showing you how to make this maxi skirt crochet granny stitch pattern. We will be doing it, as you can see, in the zigzag mode. I did mine in the 5 different colors. You can make yours in 1 color, 2 color, 10, 20, as many colors as you wish. In the same time, you can make it any length that you want. I wanted mine to be maxi, so it is perfect for the side pool, for the beaches. Summer is coming. We are going to all go for the holidays and everything. So I'm really excited about this one. I think it is just perfect for the summer. The pattern is really extremely easy. It is a granny stitch from the beginning till the end. It fits really nicely, as you can see. It's not going to fall down or anything. We have the string to keep everything nice and tight and fit. Okay, so I actually am recording this backwards because I just finished this skirt. I just tried it on. I finished the last weaving the last tail, and I tried it, and it really ended up so perfect, and I'm sure that you guys are going to love it. So I'm not gonna make it again this any longer, otherwise I could talk forever. So let's get started with the pattern. Hey guys, so we are starting our skirt. As you can see, I lay down my yarn. These are the 5 colors I will be using. Of course, for this pattern, we will need standard materials. We'll need our chosen yarn, scissors, some stitch markers, measuring tape, and of course the hook. So the recommendation for this yarn is 3.5 needle, but I will be using the hook number 4 because I don't want it to be so tight. I want the material to stay light and airy. So as we were talking, for our foundation chain, which I already made, we are taking the measurement with our measuring tape. We are taking the measurement of our hips minus 2 inches, or let's say minus 3 to 5 centimeters, okay? I don't know which measuring system you guys will be using. If you don't have the measuring tape, then just start making your foundation chain, but don't place it on your hips. Place it, let's say, this much above your hips, okay? But the best thing would be make your measurements and 2 inches minus 2 inches. So for example, my hips are in the 39 inches, so minus 2, my chain is 37 inches is my foundation chain. What is also important to say, guys, is that in this foundation chain, we need to make it in the multiple of 18, okay? So you will be crocheting 18, 18, 18, 18. That is important. That is the important part to know. So since I have my foundation chain done, you can pause the video, and then we will continue because mine is already done. So we are going to continue from here. So for the row number 1, we are going into the 5th stitch from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the 5th stitch, we are making a double crochet. So yarn over, and we are making a double crochet. This chain here that is remaining we are not looking at it as a stitch. We are going to make a total of 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so we are going here on the 2nd one, and one more, 3rd one. And now we are going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, into the third chain. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, into the third one, we are placing again 3 double crochets, which we can call a group or a cluster. I think that the more common term for this is a cluster. Okay, so 3 double crochets all in the same stitch. And so far, right, this is how it looks like. And now we will make one more cluster, 1, 2, 3, in the third chain. So we are skipping 2 in the third chain. We are making our another cluster of the 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. And this is, let's say, our first side. I call them sides because we're working zigzag, so we have the peaks and then we will have the valleys, right? So we'll go like this. So right now, this is the time for us to make our peak. Making that like this. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And into this very same stitch where we made our last cluster, in that same stitch, made another cluster. So another 3 double crochets. So we're going like this. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and it looks like this. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and on this side again we need to make 3. So this is 1, and we're going now with the same method. 1, 2, 3 into the third chain, make a cluster of 3 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, and 3. We have 2, and now we need a third cluster. So 1, 2, 3 into the third chain. We will be placing 3 double crochets to make our cluster. 2 and 3. And this is how it looks like. And the valley we will make by skipping 5 chains and going into the 6th one. So here on the top, we're not chaining anything, we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And into the 6th chain, we are placing our cluster of 3 double crochets. So here is 1, and we are going 2, and then the third one. And we are continuing now by skipping 2 and into the third chain. So we are going 1, 2, 3 into the third chain. We are placing a cluster again of 3 double crochets. 1 and 2 and 3. So this is the second one, and we need a third one. Again, into the third chain, 1, 2, 3. Into the third chain, another cluster of the 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And now again it is time to make our peak. So as I said, on each side we need to have 3 clusters. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and here we have 1, 2, and 3. And for the peak, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the very same stitch, we are going to make another cluster, which is 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. And my yarn is having its own mind today. Okay, and again 1, 2. Into the third stitch we're placing a cluster in 1, 2 and 3, and one more. Just be careful here, guys, not to skip any chains. 1, 2, 3. Into the third one it goes 1, 2 and third double crochet. So again, now we have 1, 2, 3 clusters, and again it is time to make our valley. We will be skipping 5 chains and working into the 6th chain. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So into the 6th chain we are placing a cluster of 3 double crochets. So I guess that by now you understood how this pattern for the foundation chain is going. We are making 3 clusters on each side, and then we are making a peak or a valley. On our peak, in the same stitch, we are making a cluster, chain 3 and another cluster. And for our valley, we are making a cluster, skipping 5 chains, and then into the 6th one we are making a cluster. So this is how we will be alternating all the way till the end of our foundation chain. And once you guys reach the end of the chain, like almost the end of the chain, I will meet you there just to show you how we are going to finish off this first row and how we are going to start the second row. And starting the second row will be, in this case, with the same color, because I will be making 2 rows with the same color. Okay, so just keep on making your clusters. I want to show you now. This is what I have, let's say, so far. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 1, and then the peak, and 1, 2, 3, then the valley, 1, 2, 3, the peak. So make sure that you have 3 clusters on each side. On the peak, 2 clusters in the same stitch with a chain 3 in the middle. For the valley, skip 5 stitches and work in the 6th one. So see you guys at the end of our foundation chain. End of the first row, guys. This is how the zigzag looks like, and you should stay with the 1 stitch left in the end, and in that 1 stitch we are simply going to put one double crochet. Yes, I wanted to say a single double crochet, just 1 double crochet into that last stitch, and then here from the bottom you can just tie it up a little bit like this. So this is how our piece looks like right now. And for the row 2, what we are going to do is we are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we are going to turn our work, and we are going to go into the first empty space after the first cluster. So here between the 2 clusters, we're going to go there and we are going to place 3 double crochets, creating a cluster, right? So that is 1, and we have 2, and then 3. And then again, between these 2 clusters, we're going to go there and we are going to 1 and 2, third double crochet. This is our second cluster, and now we are coming to the peak. So in this chain 3 space, this is where we are going. This is our peak, so this is where we will be placing 2 clusters with the chain 3 in the middle. So we're gonna go with the first one, so 1, and then we have 2 and our third double crochet. So the first cluster is finished, and then we are going to chain 3, and then the second cluster into this very same space. So we are going there with 1 and then 2 and third double crochet. And then between these 2 clusters, we are going to place a cluster. This is 1 and 2 and 3. And now in this space here, and this would be our third cluster on that side, that is 1. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3. So this is what it looks like so far. So it is important, always remember guys, to have 3 clusters on each side. So we have 1, 2, 3, and on this, and then goes the peak, and then we have 1, 2, 3. So now it is the time for our valley. So what we're going to do now is we're going to skip this space here, and we're gonna go into the next one straight away, skipping this one into the next one, and make a cluster of 3 double crochets. So that is 1, and then 2, and 3, and again another cluster here. This is 1 and 2 and 3. So this is, I want to just show it to see, for you to see how it looks. This is how it looks so far. So just continue working like this. Now it is coming time here for our peak. So here in this space here, you will be making a cluster, chain 3, a cluster, all in the same space here, and then you will have 2 more clusters here, and then it is the time for your valley. So when it is the time for your valley, you will be skipping this space here and going straight into this one here. Okay, so it would look, it should look like this. Okay guys, so we will be alternating like this. We'll be working our clusters, peaks and valleys till the end of the row. I will meet you guys just a little bit before the end of the, a little bit before the end of the row 2, so I can show you how we are going to finish our row 2, how we are going to start with our new color, and to start the row 3. So happy crochet guys, see you in the end of this row. End of the row 2 guys. This is how our work looks like right now and how it should look like. So yes, it should look like this. So we made our 3 clusters right here at the end. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have this space here. So what are we going to do now is we are simply going to put one double crochet on top of this chain here. So we're going to go in and we are going to go and make a double crochet, but we're not going to finish it. Okay, so we just started, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we should yarn over and pull through these 2, but we're not going to do that. We're going to hold it, grab our new yarn, and that new yarn we are going to yarn over and pull through. Okay, so, and now just both of them hold, pull it like this. Our previous yarn, we can cut it off. We are continuing to work with our new yarn, and what we are going to do is we are going to chain 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, turn our work, and again after the first cluster, so between the first and the second cluster, in that space there we are going to place our first cluster of 3 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, and 3. And what I like to do now is we have these 2 tail in the end. I'm always stressing about that they're gonna get open, so I like to make a little knot here. That's 1 and 1 more. Like this. And I'm just gonna leave it like this. We are going to weave in our ends just at the end of our whole project and stuff. Those are details now. So we are continuing with our work exactly the same. We are just repeating the row 2. Everything is exactly the same. We are on the peak. In this space we are putting 2 clusters in the same space with a chain 3 in the middle. So guys, this pattern, this skirt, we're working from the bottom. We're working our way up to our hips and waist. So you can make this skirt in any length that you want it, guys. It can be long, midi, mini, literally any size that you want. What is important is that we will be alternating like this between our rows. One color is in 2 rows. If you're making one color, that is also fine. You can alternate your colors, you can switch your colors the way you like it, guys. But in this particular project, I will have the total of 5 colors, and each color will be taking 2 rows. So work your way up and work it until you reach your hips, right? So you remember that in the beginning we took the measurements of our hips minus 2 inches. So now just work your way up, so from the bottom up until you reach your hips, and I will meet you back there, guys, because then we will have some changes in our pattern and everything. Until that time we are working everything exactly the same like I showed you now. Okay, so if you're not very much sure, you can just fast forward this part a couple of seconds more, and in the next it's upcoming, I will show you how it looks not the final one, but let's say we will be in the semi-final. I will show you how does it look, the part which I finished to come until my hips. Okay, so happy crochet, guys, and I will see you many rows later. Hey guys, I am back. This is how my piece looks like, and it is imagined to go kind of like this. So I wanted like really long, ankle long, and I wanted my opening part to be quite high. So this is the part where we will be doing the joining of our two pieces and then continuing back up. If you want your opening part not to be so long, you can stop anywhere lower at that point, connect it, and then go on from there. So because I intended this for the beach and the pool, and I think it will look really, really cool on top of a bikini or something, so I made it quite high. So what I wanted to show you is, as you know, we're doing each and every row 2 colors. So I stopped here and I did it 1 color because this is the point where we will be doing our joining on the other part. So like this. So we will make the joining and we will finish that round regular, and then the next round we will start doing the reductions. So I will be doing my reductions. Let me just show you, because right now my piece is somewhere here, right, based on the length that I want, and up here I need it to be a little bit more tighter, so we're gonna start making the reductions. In the same time, I want my piece to be high waist. You can make yours low waist to go on the hips or something. So in that case, you can just skip to the end and see how am I going to finish off this piece. But for me, it will take a couple of rows, and all of them will be the rows with the reduction or with with the reduction. Yeah, there's no or. It will be with the reduction, with the decreasing. Yes, we will be doing the decreasing stitches. So let's get started. So just repeat one more time. You're gonna make the row of 1 color, and then when we are going from row 1 to row 2 of the same color, that is the moment where we will be making our joining. Okay, so let me flip the camera and I will show you how we're gonna do that. So I am back, guys, to the point where we need to connect our 2 pieces together. And as you can see, this is where we started our row and this is where we finished it off. So what we are going to do now is here, on top of this stitch here, we are going to make a slip stitch. Okay, we will go like this in and make a slip stitch, and into the next one again, that is 2, and a 3rd one here, like this. And what we're gonna do now with our needle, we're gonna go into this space here, under, pull it out, and make a single crochet like this. And now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This counts as one double crochet here, and then we are going to place another 2 double crochets in this very space. This 1 and 2. This is how we connect our 2 pieces together. So remember, you will go on top of this cluster, make 3 slip stitches, then single crochet here in this hole, chain 3, and make 2 double crochets here in this empty space. And then we will just continue making our clusters of 3 double crochets like we did throughout the whole pattern. And we will work like this all the way in the round until we reach the point to connect with our first cluster. So, and I will meet you there, guys. So we are going into the crochet all the way until here, and here we will connect it with this piece here, okay? And then from there I will show you how we are going to continue into the next row and how we will be making the reductions, meaning the decreases, okay? So see you later. We are here at the end of the row, and what we are going to do now, pretty simple, guys. We're going to go on top of our chain 3. You remember here we made a chain 3 and 2 double crochets. We are going to go on top of our chain 3 and we are going to make a slip stitch like this, and we are going to take off our yarn and pull out the tail. So this is how our connection right now looks like. And now we are going to take a new color, okay? And it is time for us to start the new row. What is different in this one is that we won't be starting in the edge of it, right? Because now we connected our pieces. So we will be starting from an empty space between 2 clusters. Now, and in this row, this is where we will be making our decrease, actually the reduction. And we will make that reduction on this side and this side where is our connection. So you know from the beginning that we worked in the zigzag and we have 3 clusters each side. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So when we are looking at our peak, we have 3 clusters on the left, 3 clusters on the right. So when it comes to our reduction, we're going to have 2 clusters on each side and then 1, and then simply we will be joining it. We will be joining it kind of like this, okay? And because of that, usually if there is no any reduction and decreases, we would connect our new color from here. So here would be 1, 2, 3rd cluster here. But now we're gonna go from here because we are making our reduction, okay? So not this one, but this one. Put your hook in, grab your loop, pull it through, and make it in a slip stitch. And now chain 3. We go 1, 2, and 3. I try to kind of like hold this tail and work around it, but just in this empty space here. Now we are going to place our 2 double crochets. 1 and 2, and now we are going to continue making our clusters. Everything further is exactly the same like we did before. So the only change we will have is when we come to this point here. But I will show you how we're gonna do that one, and again the connection and the new row. Okay, guys. So keep on working in the round, and I will wait you when you come to this point here. We reached the point of our connection. So here I should make a cluster of 3, but I will make only 2 double crochets instead of 3, and I will explain you now why. Here we will have a little bit of alternations. So on this side we made 2 clusters, right, as you can see, and on this side we should have 2 clusters and then to connect them. But if we connect them, you see this empty space here would be too big. So what we are going to do we made 2 double crochets, and now we're gonna start the third one. Okay, we're just gonna start it like this, yarn over and pull through, and we are not gonna finish it now. Now we should yarn over and pull through. We are not gonna finish it, so we have 2 loops on the hook, and then we're gonna start the second one. Again, we are going to yarn over into this next empty space. We're gonna go there, yarn over and pull through 2, and we have 3 loops on the hook, and we're gonna do that again in this space here. Yarn over, go with your hook here, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 4 loops on the hook, and now we are going to yarn over and pull through all of them. And this is how it looks right now. So basically we managed to minimize that opening space at least a little bit. And now here on top of the chain 3, we are going to go there, and we are going to just slip stitch like this. Now, since we had 2 clusters here, and this row that we will be doing now is also the row of decreases, we need to have 1, and 1 is going here. So until that space there, we are just going to be making slip stitches till we reach that point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here under, we will go with our hook under like this, pull into the single crochet like this, and now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and this is counted as this chain 3 we are counting as a double crochet. So now we're gonna go in, make 2 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another cluster, 1, 2, and 3, and then we are continuing regularly. So this is how our piece looks so far. So again, keep on going, working in the rounds until you reach this point here, and we will make the same decreasing from here like we did here, guys. Okay, so I will see you later when we reach this peak right here. We are back at the end of the row, and this is the point where we will make our decrease again, the reduction. So here, this one's supposed to be our last cluster, because you know, here we had 3 and then 2 clusters, and here we should have only 1 and basically finish on the peak. So here we make 2 double crochets, and we are going to start the third one, okay, like this, but we are not going to finish it. So we have 2 loops on the hook, and we are going to yarn over and go into the next space. Again, yarn over and pull through 2 only. We have 3 loops on the hook, and this time we will go here in the middle. It's gonna make a nice star shape. It's gonna look good. So again, we are going to yarn over and go here in the middle like this, and again yarn over and pull through 2 only. We have 4 loops on the hook, and again yarn over, and in this last space yarn over and pull through 2. So now we should have 5 loops on the hook, and we are going to yarn over and pull through all of them. And now we are going to go on top of the chain 3. We are going to make a slip stitch like this, and one more just to finish it off. And we are going to cut off our yarn. I always leave the tails a little bit longer, so it is easier when weaving them in the end. So far, this is how it looks like. So we don't have big holes in the middle when we are making our reduction, and we are getting this nice star shape, as you can see. So now we are gonna go here, sorry guys, here from the middle. So we are going to, in this round of the reductions, we are going to cancel this and this cluster. Okay, so we are just gonna stay with these ones in the end. So I'm going to take my new color, make a loop like this, and we are gonna put the new color now from here. Okay, so we are going from the peak, and just put it in like this, make a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, work around your yarn, place 2 more single crochets inside. That is 1 and 2, and continue making your clusters. And again, we are not changing anything, we're just working the row normally as we would until now. And again, I will meet you at the end of this row, because on the other side we will have to make the decrease, and which will be here. So just work your way in the round, and I will meet you back here, guys. Again, we reach the point of our connection and reduction point where we will be making decreases. So now here we need to make a peak. So we already did the valley. We have 1, 2 clusters, and the third one we should place here, and then the chain 3 to connect, so we can make a peak. So what we're going to do now, we're going to make the third cluster here, and in this one, and here we will make double crochets, but the connected ones. So we're going to start our double crochet, going to this one here, but we're not going to finish it, right? So like this, we have 2 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over again, and now we're going to go down to the center here, yarn over and pull through 2. So we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over again, and come to this peak, yarn over, pull through 2, and we stay with the 4 loops on the hook. And now we yarn over and we pass through all the loops. So these here count as 1 double crochet. So we are going to make 2 more. So that is 1 and 2. And now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we are going to connect it on top of our chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. On top of our chain 3, we are going to make a slip stitch like this. So what we're going to do now, we're going to work a little bit backwards. So this is how our work looks right now. So the valley is here. I know that this part looks a little bit stretched, but when we finish the second row, it will be ironed out. It's not going to look like this. So here we're gonna go like this with our needle back, take our yarn up, yarn over, and pull through these 2 loops. And now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, which is replacing a double crochet here, but we are gonna go straight into the next one here, and we are going to crochet 3 double crochets. So that makes 1 cluster. So on the way back, I will meet you guys back here in this valley so we can work our way up, and then here we will be making a cluster, chain 3 and 2 double crochets, because here we already have 1. So work everything normal in the round, and I will meet you back here in this valley. I am back here. I finished here 1, 2 cluster, 3 clusters, and now we need to work our way up to our peak. So of course we are skipping this. We are going into this space here, and just a little advice, because this is where we made our reduction, our decreasing. Just a little suggestion is make this space, these 3 clusters, just slightly tighter than you usually would, right? Because we need to iron out this area here. So just slightly tighter. And now from here we are going into, so 1, 2 clusters, and now in this space here we will make the first cluster of 3. That is 1 and 2 and 3, and now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and because this chain here acts like a double crochet, we are going to just make 2 double crochets. So that is 1 and 2, and now here in the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, in the 3rd chain we are going to make our slip stitch like this, and 1 more on the top, and we are going to cut it off and pull out our thread, make it tighter. So this is how it looks like now, guys. So as you can see, we iron out that area, and here on the side we got 2 stars. This is where we made our decreases without really damaging the pattern or making some huge holes that wouldn't look really nice. Okay, so from this point on, since we actually canceled, as you can see, here we had 2 peaks, and basically from 2 peaks we cancel it into 1. This is the good moment to try on your piece, and from this point on we are going to continue a little bit differently. From this point on, we will be working into making our pattern a little bit more flatter on the top. So we want to now get rid of our valleys and our peaks. So how we are going to do that is we are going to attach our new color, and I would suggest you to attach it here just where we finish it off. So we're gonna go in like this and take the new color, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget, work around these tails. It will be easier for us to hide them later on. So this chain acts as a double crochet, so we need to put 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, and then we will be making the next one. 2 and 3, and now we reached our valley, which usually we were skipping this one, but this time now we will make a cluster in that valley right there. 1, 2 and 3, and we will continue with our clusters till the top. But on the top again we have some changes because we want to get rid of that that peak point over there. 1, 2 and 3. So usually in our peak we were making 2 clusters with a chain 3 in the middle. Now we are going to make just 1 cluster. And we are continuing, so just 1 cluster on the peak, and we are continuing into the next ones, making the 3 double crochet into the next space, and then the next one again. And right now we reach the point of our valley, and again, don't forget guys, this time we are not skipping the valley, we are making a cluster in it. So just continue like this and work in your round. I will meet you here at the back so we can start the new row. So don't forget, in your valleys we are not skipping them anymore. We are now making a cluster in each and every space. We're on our peak, we are not making in it 2 clusters, we are making just 1. So keep on working like this in the rounds, and I will meet you back on the connection point. We are back on the connection point. So what are we going to do now is, on top of our chain 3, this one right here, we are going to make a slip stitch like this. And again, we're gonna go back with our hook like this, take the yarn out and pull through, and that counts as 1, and we're gonna have 2 and 3. And we're gonna continue placing a cluster of 3 double crochets in each and every space, again in the round, all the way until we reach this point here. So in this row we don't have any more peaks or valleys or anything. We're just trying to make the top of our skirt flat, right? So again, just keep on going and making the clusters of the 3 double crochets in each and every space until the end of this row, which will be here, and I will meet you back there. Again, we are at the end of the row, and now it is time for us to make the join in our 3rd chain from the hook with a slip stitch like this, and we will make 1 more and cut off our yarn. So after this, now I will take the new color, and with the new color I will make 2 more rows just to flatten even more this top part. Now my hips are bigger than my than my waist, so for me I will have to now make more reductions because this is now too big for my waist. So in the next 2 rows I will make some decreasing, and quite big decreasing, to be honest with you. But if that is not the case with you, if you don't need to make your decreasing, if what we've done here on the side is enough for you guys, then just continue making rows without any decreases, making the cluster in each and every stitch until you reach the length that you want. And as I said, I want mine to be high waist, like very high waist, almost like till the belly button, right? So I will work on that now. So the new color is here, and let's say we'll put it in from this side. Basically, you can choose any place that you want to put a new color in. So we are going to chain 3. Always work around the tail, and 2 more double crochets to make our cluster. And we will make 1 more. And 2. And 3. And basically in this one, I will now make my decrease. And we're gonna do like this. We're gonna make 2 double crochets. 1 and 2, and the third one we are not going to finish. So like this, we have 2 loops on the hook, and then we're going to go into this one again, making 3 of them unfinished. So that is 1, 2 and 3 unfinished ones. And then we are going to yarn over and pull through all the loops like this, and we're gonna go into the next one and just make our regular cluster. 2 and 3. So if you can see, so basically here we don't have the empty space for the next cluster to in. So in the next row we will make clusters here, here and here, and we are not going to lose on the looks of it, in a sense that we are not going to make such a big empty spaces in our pattern. And if you're like me and you need to make your reductions, since our pattern is still not completely flat, you see that it is still kind of wavy, try to make your reductions and decreases here in these lower points, because that will kind of help you to flatten out your pattern even more. The amount of decreases that you guys need to do will basically depends on your body. The best thing to do is to try it out, see how many centimeters or inches would you like to make the decrease for, measure it from there, see how many cluster, for example, if you need to make this much of the decrease, right? Put it on, see how many clusters that is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. So you need to make 5 decreases and try to spread it around evenly around the body of your skirt. So in this one row, I will make the decrease. Here we will make the connection, and in the second row will be the row of no decreases and no reductions. So when I finish my second row, I will come back and I will show you how it looks like. I've finished my 2 rows and they look right now, they look like this. So what we are going to do now is we will be going into our waistband, and we are going to make a loop. I will be starting with the new color, and I will be starting, let's say, from here. So what is different in the upcoming rows is that we will be making a half double crochet in each and every stitch. So here we're gonna put a new color, we're gonna chain one, and we're just gonna go and into each and every stitch we are going to make a half double crochet. Okay, and like this we will be working in the rounds. I'm planning to make 3 or 4 rounds like this. I will see how many it will be in the end. It all depends in the end of the look of it, how many rounds I will like in the end. And after that, once we finish that, we are going to make a string, and I'm planning to put all the colors together that we used in this pattern, to put all the colors together and make a fishbone. And that will be our string, just to make our skirt nice and tight around the waist, and to be secure, not to drop it somewhere. So just keep on making your half double crochets in each and every stitch, and see how many rows you would like to have. And after that, as I said, we will make our string, and after the string will be the final touches. In a sense, all these threads that we have here on the side, I will show you what to do with them. We will weave them in with a tapestry needle to be visible as less as possible. And at that point, that will be the end of our skirt. So I will see you at the end of the rows to show you how it looks in the final look. I finished my waistband. Finally, I made just 3 rows of the half double crochets, and this is how they look like. I didn't want to go more than this because I'm planning through the middle row, which is the second one, to pass the string. So now we will work. This is done. Yes, so now we will work on our string. So what I did is I took my yarn, I measured the width of my waist, and I did that like this 6 times. Okay, so because I have only 5 colors, one color I will have to repeat twice, so I chose this to be the color. So I have my threads ready. So what we are going to do now is we are going to make a knot here like this. Okay, and just make sure it's really, really very tight like this, and put something heavy on it. Separate your colors however you want. So these 2 colors, which are the same, will go together like this, and I will put let me see, I will put these 2 together and these 2 together like this. So we're gonna start braiding like we're braiding our hair or the fishbone. Don't make it too tight, make it loose. It is important just to cross your threads, not because we need this string to remain flexible. But if we make it too tight, then it's not going to be flexible. It's going to be hard to pull it through the waistband. So a little tip, put something heavy on it and keep your threads like this. Otherwise, they're gonna get all messed up and they're gonna get tangled because these ones are really, really long. So make your fishbone. That will be our string. At the end of it, put a knot just like the one that we made at the beginning. And then we will put our string in, and I will show you guys how to weave in your ends. Okay, so see you once we finish this string. My string is finished. This is the final look of it. So what you need to do now is put your skirt flat down, set it up where you want your opening part to be. Do you want it to be completely on the side? I want mine to go a little bit like to the front in the middle of my thigh. So I placed it flat like this. And what we need to do now is to find this middle point from our waistband once it is laid down flat. And once we find that middle point is, let's see, for example, we will go from here. So since I made 1, 2, 3 rows, I will be placing my string in the middle row, here in between 2 half double crochets. Okay, so find that space there, and that is where you are going to place your string. So now my string here will be going from the back to the front, let's say like this, and then we're gonna take other part of it. So what I am planning to do is I want to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Okay, so we are skipping 4 double crochets. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So after the 4th one, we are going here out. I'm gonna put your string out. And then again after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, here is the 4th one. After the 4th one, we are going in, and again we are skipping 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. After the 4th one, we're going to be putting our string out. And again, so each 4 strings, we will be alternating each 4 stitches, we will be placing our string in and out. So in the end, we can tie it up, our skirt around our waist. So this is how we will be going in the rounds all the way until here. So when I get close to the front, to this part here, I will come back, guys, and I will show you how we're gonna finish off this. I finished my string. So as you can see, I've come to this point, and right now between the beginning and here at the end, here in the middle, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches left. So if I go 4 more, they would be just too close to each other. So 5 is kind of enough for me. So we can make it as tight as you guys need it for your waist, and then we can make some nice bow here in the middle, something like this. So now the final finishing touches after this are weaving in the ends, actually the tails that remained here on the side. For me, this is, I don't know how it is for you, but for me that is the most boring part of the crocheting project. It is the most detailed one, and probably the most for me the most boring one, So what I like to do to work with for this are sorry, the tapestry needle, or if the tails are too short, okay, like for example this one here, then what I like to use is a really small crochet hook, for example like this one of 2 millimeters. So I assume that you guys know what you need to do, but I want to show you because I already did like a half of it here on the side. So I want to show you how neat this gets. Okay, so this is the side where we were turning our work. So naturally this side doesn't have any tails, but this is the side, as you can see, this is the side that had the tails. But again, I think that I did a pretty good job weaving in these tails and these ends. So I just want to show you real quick how am I doing it in the case that you know. So the whole point here, because we made, as you can see, we made knots at the end of the rows. So these are already pretty secure. So weaving in the tails is just, if we cut them, if we cut them really close to the knot, there is a risk of this knot opening up. So that is why we are hiding the tails. The purpose of hiding them is just not to see them. It's not gonna do anything major for your whole work. It's just not to see them, right? So usually for the tails short like this, I would go with my needle in just a couple of stitches, and I would just pass the tails through it, okay? And yes, I know, again, as boring as it is, I like to weave them in as much as I can through as many stitches as possible. Okay, I don't really have any like a particular way of going or any direction. The point is just to hide them. And once you do that, cut it off, and basically that is it. It is much easier when you have the tapestry needle, or just a needle, you know. So when your tail is, let me put this a little bit like this, yes. So when the tail is longer, it is much easier to do all this work. Okay. So what you need to do is just go with your needle through the loops. Okay, it doesn't really, again, the direction really doesn't matter. The point is to hide it. I like to catch as many chains as possible. Okay, something like this. Yeah, oops, not that one there. And then just pull them through like this. And don't pull, guys, too much, because if you pull too much, you're gonna disturb the look of your pattern. I like actually to stretch it out, and once I stretch it out, then cut off the tail. Okay, so this is it when it comes to our skirt. This is the finished look and everything. I really hope that you like this pattern. As I said in the beginning, you can use any colors you like. You can go with the one color only. You can use 10 different colors. The pattern remains the same. It is Very easy to make. The pattern is very simple. It is a 1 row repeat. It fits any body, any body shape, right? Perfect for the beaches and the pool sides. So again, send me your comments, suggestions, and I really hope that you liked it, guys. Please subscribe, like, send me your comments, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.